दिस विल हेल्प यू विद द वीडियो, इसीलिए मैंने क्रिएट किया। ठीक है। सो बात इस टॉपिक की कनेक्शंस टाइप के लिए क्या है कि 3 टाइप कनेक्शंस होते हैं। एग्जाम्पल के लिए मैंने ब्लॉग भी दिया था। सो कनेक्शन टाइप इन पावर BI, मुझे जो ब्लॉग बहुत अच्छा लगा, ठीक है, वही ये वाला पावर BI टिप्स में, एंड दैट्स रियली ऑसम। ऑलवेज अपडेट्स होता है एंड इट विल गोइंग टू हेल्पफुल फॉर इंपोर्ट डायरेक्ट क्वेरी, ठीक है। एंड थर्ड वन वी हैव लाइव कनेक्शन, डायरेक्ट क्वेरी एंड लाइव कनेक्शन, ठीक है, 3 है। So talk about first one, import. You import data in Power BI, all data, and then use modification to, you can do everything. सब कुछ चलेगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। Once you use the SQL server, anything. So if using direct query, it has a limitation. Okay, it will you can say direct query has a limited feature, and it will link in structure will be same here. When structure is going to save your data, and thereafter it will mandatory to connect all with the database and it will refresh data automatically. And but gateway is required here. If you have, okay, if you are using on-premises gateway, on-premises database, then gateway is required. Remember that. Live connections, it's generally used for the SSS, you know that, SQL Server Analysis Services, and that is live connection. So this one you forgot it, okay? So please read once again, so that never make mistake once again, okay? In live connection, you couldn't see here the, we can say only see the visualization pane. To model and relationship, 2 tab will be missing here. Remember that, okay? Understood? And direct,
Yes, sir.
you will see the, we can say 2 option, data tab and as well as the report view. And import, obviously you can see all options. So this is, please read very carefully whenever you have a time. I already pasted in your notepad this link, already you have. Next question, sum and sum x, okay? So sum, I was about to start, but in after that we haven't met. That's the biggest problem with that. So let me cover. So sum and sum x is nothing is different. It's going to give the, we can say, total value, okay? But the one major difference between them from the list, let me show you. See this, I told you, they will ask very basic questions. If you give a 60% answer, sufficient. No one knows everything, okay? So I think I'm happy the way that you're answering the question. I know few questions you didn't answer, but yeah, at least I'm happy. So talk about sum. Sum is going to return the total value of the column, okay? Sum, okay? So see this, same way pass it. Sum x. You know that sometime we need the aggregate data by the group, by the condition, by the category. So in that scenario, we use the sum x. This is the difference. Yani means if you are looking for the row level information, then you can use the sum x. By using sum x, I can create the column as well if you need. Let me show you. Someone can ask you that I wanted to, can I use measure as a column? Yes, you can. I'll show you how. I know in whenever you answer this question, they will definitely will going to ask this question. I'm sure about that. So let me show you to make you understand properly. Because I'm very happy at least you have given the correct answer. So please focus more on the learning, because since you got some difficulties, I understood about that. But yeah, please focus little bit more, not
Sure, sir.
more. And are you getting a call or not? So let me create the one measure here. Total sales, okay? Is this visible?
Yes, sir.
So sum X, okay? Let's check first sum, sales total. I wanted to create this measure as a column. Let's see is this possible or not. So I wanted to add the and add new column here in table, and total sales. So we have a total sales measure. Okay, I wanted to pass it. See what happened. Total sales. Okay, and if I going to pass the we can say sum x measure. Summarize function is for me, and calculate is going to calculate each row. Okay, so calculation, okay, calculate is going to take a longer time always, because it hit the performance always, because it's going to calculate each row. So sum x, so we have financial table name, and then we use the cells. And now I wanted to create the again column, new column. Total sales by sum x. Okay, so you can simply pass the sum x total. Circular dependency on financial column, total sales. Okay, this one is saying, let's do this one. Total sum x. Why it's give this circular dependency on the total sales, financial column, and total sales. The column. Use the calculate. No dependency should be found. Leave it. Sum x, directly you can pass it the column here, and financial simple, and then sales. Okay. Say this. If I using directly, okay, and here if I pass this function, so let me check here. If I wanted to pass the cells, where is that? Sum x cells, okay, sum x cells, sum x total. So it means it give the total value, okay, and here it doesn't work when I creating a sum x. So if you wanted to create it, so create a measure, then pass it. Measure will also support the you can say column. So using measure row level, you can do that. So this way you can create the measure. This is the answer for you. Sum x difference. So let's measure difference is that some you can group by the category, that category you have in sum x, and some simply simple that simple total you can do that. Just total column, nothing else. Next, refresh page. Yes, you can refresh the page, and page refresh possible. Let me, okay, I think you're not aware, recently Microsoft changed the formatting part, okay? So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so if you're not aware, please try to understand that. I'll explain if you need. Total sales, country details, value, okay, sales, value, total sales here, and that's it. Data label. Title. In visual, I saw this option where you can refresh every 30 seconds and few seconds. Exactly not remember, but let me check. More option. Import setting. Import setting. Allow export data. It will allow to refresh every 30 seconds. I read that. Where? That's the biggest question I have. Transparency tooltip. Page option. Okay. Check if this is tooltip. Alter advanced option.
The पेज रिफ्रेश का वो ऑप्शन उसमें आ जाता है ना, डायरेक्ट कोडिंग में आ जाता है।
यहाँ पे आता है, यहाँ पे देखते हैं डेटा इनपुट नहीं ऑप्शन देता है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। यहाँ पे रिफ्रेश का ऑप्शन होना चाहिए, मैंने देखा है। यहाँ तो गया इम्पोर्ट, यहाँ पे नहीं है शायद। चेक करेंगे इसको कहाँ का ऑप्शन आता है, ठीक है, बिकॉज यहाँ तो नहीं दिख रहा है। इवन यहाँ से यूज ट्यून मोड, डायरेक्ट क्वेरी इंपोर्ट मोड अवेलेबल किया। इसमें अभी ऑप्शन एवरी 30 सेकेंड या 15 मिनट कुछ ऑप्शन है, ओके, दैट वी नीड टू चेक, और वो रिफ्रेश करता है। तो मैं एक बार चेक कर लूँगा, नेक्स्ट आई विल कवर दैट, ओके, आई विल गिव इट। सो दिस इज द पेंडिंग, आई डोंट वांट टू ट्रांसफर रॉन्ग इंफॉर्मेशन, दैट इज इट। Live connection, I told you. Model, okay. So in model prospect, we have 3 type connections that told you that a same concept like inner, left and right, okay. So here additional thing which is full join. So same concept is there. I think you do not have any problem, correct?
Yes sir, I know.
Yeah.
No query.
Okay, access profile. So in f.powerbi.com I explain everything. Maybe watch the video once again. If you
No sir, what we need to say them, like if they ask us,
coming.
what
he asked you what kind of access you have, so you say I have the, we can say, pro license. In profile is member access, admin, member, contributor, viewer. So you say member access I have because I'm a developer, okay. So
member, okay.
All right, member has the developing access. Apart from the workspace deletion, everything you can do that. Contribution has the limited access, and viewer, only can view the report. Simple. And the detail and link already you have in your notepad. You can you can go through it. Difference between pro and premium. I told you that.
Yes sir.
Say 3 difference: 8 times a day. Reach out to the Microsoft for Pro license. Premium, if you have a premium per user, then reach out to the Microsoft. If premium per capacity, then reach out to the particular organization. That's it. RLS, role-level security, you explained well.
No.
That. Talk about the incremental refresh, okay. So suppose I have a data, okay. So there are 3 types. I have, we can say, incremental refresh. You have incremental refresh in powerbi. Say this is the image, okay. Suppose I'm using the Power BI report. So what happened, I don't need all data, but since if I need, by the way, what should I do? So what I do, that I want to control my data. You know that suppose we have a 20 GB data, is this not possible to refresh every time, okay. So Microsoft give the solution which is called incremental refresh. I'll cover you very briefly. So what I do, I can create the solution where the data that looking for the, we can say, real time, are the in duration, like 6 month data I need, and I want to refresh 6 month data continuously every 6 months. Suppose I'm moving to the every day, so every day going to data 6 months. Like suppose if I today 20 April, if I move to 21 April, so before 6 month data going to plus as well. So that data must be archived in the system, and I don't want to refresh them. So this way what I'll do, I'll create a system. So see this, if considers 2 years data, okay, only I need 1.5 year data to be archived, and rest half year data can be displayed to me. So this data going to refresh in a real time basis, and this data is going to refresh by real time, and this data is going to refresh when modification has been done. Otherwise it could not. The way that you implementation, So two way we can implement. First using your we can say data flow, you can do that. Here I have incremental refresh option, click into it and on, and choose your column. The date column is mandatory for this. Okay, if you do not have a date column, doesn't work into it. So give the days, duration, give for how many days, month you are looking for. See this days, month looking for. So I told system 6 month I'm child, 1 quarter, last quarter I'm looking for, and refresh row past day, past how many days, like suppose here I need every theme data to be refreshed, and past 3 months if modification has been done, then you can refresh it. How system capture? If every data has the last modification date. If you pass here, automatically system detect and match the date, and it will change it automatically. So and rest data is going to archive, and this detect from the column that we have. So same concept going to create in Power BI and implement that. But one thing, remember, it has a limitation. If you publish in the services, you won't be able to download that. Remember it. So always keep a copy. And how should I implement? So to this, come here and create two measures, two parameters: in date, start date. Start date, change the, yes, require start date, date and time, and pass the value that we have. So 2020 12 2012, because data has a 2013 and 1514, the other reason. And then we have 1 2 sorry, and then 01 and 12 0 0 0 0, and this one change to the start date, and then to the date and time, and change 2014. If you keep blank, don't have any problem. Start and end days, and then pass into here. So suppose you have a date here, date column available here, available, not available, yes, available. Come here and between date, okay, and pass the new parameter. I don't know why it asks for parameter. So let's do it. Parameter 1, and then create a new parameter, which is this. Parameter 1 and then parameter 2. Then parameter 2. 2013. And pass a parameter 2. Okay, start it in it. Okay, it will give the range, and press OK. 12 p.m. write generally this. We cannot apply operator this. Okay, is after. So is after, if I created that, what is it? Date and time. Okay. Visual format is mandatory. And here, oh, I select any value, date and time, and then pass the value here. What is the error? Type date and time. We cannot apply operator this. Let's do it once again. Change this one to date and time format. It has a date, so change date and time. Replace this one. Filter between this date. So parameter start date, and parameter would be start, parameter would be in date. Okay, press OK, and now say this. Actually, I didn't change the date format, that reason. Now apply, close and apply. and then right click incremental refresh. Okay, and then same you can pass it here. Financial report. Before you can set up increment table, need to set up parameter more query and refresh table faster increment page plus latest data real time with direct query premium only. I said direct query is premium only. Why it's not working here? This dataset apply public dataset powerbi surface. Once you do that, you will be able to download back. I know that. Select table. Set. Why disable this? Something wrong in it. Okay. I think problem in my system. I will check it. Don't worry. So this way, the way I told you. So remember, this incremental refresh is going to archive it and the duration. That is won't work. So that is the way. Incremental refresh. Next part is that performance optimization. There are multiple ways to do that. Okay, we have some external tool that going to help you, DAX Studio. Maybe you can use DAX Analyzer, and if you wanted to validate your performance analyzer, see your performance analyzer, you can use it. Export data, link it, and use it. Okay, this is the way that you can handle that. So almost question have been answered. Only one question is pending. Okay. Perfect. Okay, the changes that we Microsoft has made, okay, because I covering this, so hope you're not aware, I don't know explain or not. Okay, so they made changes in Power BI that you see. Previously we are able to see here the visual pane, but now the Microsoft will change. You, if you wanted to remove all options, go ahead and do it so that it should be look like a clean. Okay, and they follow the pattern of the Excel same way. So see this home. Here I can see the visuals as well. All visual appear here. Even you can download the visual from the server as well. We can say store or visual store. And if you wanted to do the transformation, modification, data and bookmark, selection, performance and lesson slicer, then you go to select one by one. Okay, one thing remember, you can use filter and other options together. Okay, so I wanted to use the data, so click here and use the data prompt. Next format, next performance analyzer, next we have bookmark, scene slicer, and then we have the selection. So use one by one. You do not use everything together. The thing is has been disabled, but yeah, at least the option is there and it is giving to less resource. If you remove the filter, you have more space compared to the previous one. That the mandate change has been made, and so many changes have been made. So please watch the video that they have. Okay. So you can type in the Power BI, MS Power BI on YouTube and subscribe it so that you can get the latest video over there. Okay, and that's mandatory. Please don't forget it. Always get whenever you get notification, you can use it. Where did we left Vikas? Remember?
सर उसमें थे हम. सर हमने एक एग्रीगेशन फंक्शंस कर लिए थे.
अच्छा. DAX में move किया है. Let's move to DAX with DAX.
सर बाकी के फंक्शंस हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में कर लें. तब ये बहुत आपसी लगेगी.
कोई नहीं, चलो तुम रिलैक्स करो. And once you feel good, then let me know. We'll connect you. Okay?
श्योर सर.
हाँ चलो.
गले में मेन बात ये हो रही है.
हाँ नहीं, हेल्थ इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. ओके, डोंट वरी. चलो बाय.
सर इसमें कुछ पूछना था आपसे एक पॉइंट.
हाँ पूछ लो.
पता एक बार कॉल रिकॉर्ड ऑफ कर दो और उससे पूछ लेता हूँ.
हाँ एक मिनट.
सर मैं एक रील देख रहा था. एक रील में एक मोहम्मद टॉक नाम का कोई यूट्यूबर था.
हाँ.
उसकी शॉर्ट रील में वो बोल रहा था कि we always create parameters. हाँ, लेकिन उसने बोला कि पैरामीटर्स हम जो क्रिएट कर रहे हैं वो अच्छा ऑप्शंस नहीं है, वो हमें सर्विसेज में प्रॉब्लम देता है. ऐसा कुछ बोल रहा था वो. मेरे तो सर से.
हाँ सुनो,
मैं आपके पर उसका शेयर करूंगा.
हाँ कोई नहीं, शेयर कर दूँ, देख लूँगा. देखो अलग अलग ओपिनियन है, ठीक है, बट मैं यही कहूँगा कि प्लीज फॉलो दी पैरामीटर. क्यों रीजन मैं बता रहा हूँ. देखो अगर अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम कर रहे हो, ठीक है, हमारी खुद की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, खुद के लिए काम कर रहे हैं, तो हम कुछ भी जैसे मान लो कि जिस कंपनी के लिए आप काम कर रहे हो, अगर उस कंपनी के लिए ही काम कर रहे हो तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। बट अगर आप